Hello, my name is Garrison Smith, and this is my final showcase performance vlog. So I'm going to be talking about the things that we did during the final showcase, hence the title. And the things that we did for this performance were various solo performances where every student who was a part of the class sang a solo song, and as well as three different ensemble performances where two of them were actual songs that we were singing and one of them was choreography strictly. So let's get into it. I sang Corner of the Sky from Pippin. I was given several choices of what song to sing for this final song that we were learning, all of which were all very high, very tenor, like, or have tenor moments in them, or tenor notes in the songs. And being mostly a baritone, I knew that when I was listening to them that there would all be some struggle to some capacity. So I went and chose the song that seemed the least hard, the least difficult of the three that were given to me. And that's how I came to choosing Corner of the Sky. Over the past couple of weeks, I've rehearsed the song, practiced it, gone over it. I really like the song, and it's a very different type of song compared to the stuff that like I would normally sing like on my own or learn for an audition, things like that. But I really enjoyed the song. I rehearsed the song a bit different compared to how I rehearsed the other songs throughout the semester, to where I made sure from the very start that I was focusing on my acting and how that attributes to the words that are being said in the song. I used that knowledge to give my character, my portrayal of Pippin, a notebook or a piece of paper that, although as the process went on of me practicing and rehearsing, I probably didn't need to use it nearly as much as I did when I showed it to the class before the final performance, which, looking back during the actual performance itself, I barely used the piece of paper and pencil that I had at all. So it may have become unnecessary, but it was necessary for me to have earlier on to like learn and better understand what I wanted and how I wanted the character to go and to grow and stuff like that. My acting choices in the song compared to the other songs that we practiced throughout the semester, it was a lot more calm and more composed, to where I chose to start sitting. That can be a very powerful thing, to choose a song a certain way of like how your body is, to really show the audience what you're doing, uh, how this character is thinking, things like that. As for the ensemble performances, there were three of them. The first one was Coffee Break. Coffee Break started the show, and that is from the show How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, which I have actually seen the show. I haven't seen any of the others, but I watched this live at a Virginia high school last spring because I knew a girl it was her senior year in high school that she was going to perform, and I hadn't seen her in years. I wanted to see her perform, and she did an amazing job. It was an awesome show. And I keep meaning to share the recording of us doing Coffee Break to see what she thinks, since she was part of that show. But for us, we were taught both choreography and the lyrics to the song. Being that this was the more dance slash just movement in general heavy piece, it was really fun, really enjoyable, really got the musical theater vibes are rolling and stuff like that. The second piece that was in the showcase was Wait for Me from Hadestown. Although we did not sing in that one, we performed for that song, which I thought was really cool. And the third song we learned was Putting It Together from Sunday in the Park with George. That song realistically was a lot harder, ironically, a lot harder for all of us to learn and get a great grasp on before we performed it. We look back, I was talking to some of my friends in the class, and we're all like, yeah, we think we actually put it together, which was awesome. And being that that song was the name of the entire showcase as a whole, it was really important that it did well, and we did well with that, and I think we did a very good job with it. So for these three pieces, I rehearsed them as much as possible. All the lyrics, all the dancing, all of that stuff. Like I would do it like here, like in a practice room where I am right now, or I did some things with some of my classmates as well. And my acting choices in all three of them were very different. In Coffee Break specifically, I didn't have a very distinct character that I had in mind, but I had the general vibe, the general idea of what I wanted my character to be. Aside from going insane from not having any coffee, my character was strictly just a businessman who, um, despite that there's chaos going around him, he understands that, well, this is the job. I just got to keep on trucking on, keep on going. For Hadestown, I was an injured miner. That's what I was thinking. So like I would hold my shoulder a lot hunched over, as I'm like walking to and from the mines, things like that in the underground. Just really felt my character was in a lot of physical pain, so I made sure that was visually obvious for the audience. And then for putting it together, definitely the song that had the most amount of characterization aside from Corner of the Sky. For this song, I was a very snooty, uptight, probably British, and who thinks he knows everything about art, but realistically knows nothing about art. He would constantly be judging people and judging all of the art around him, be like, oh, yes, I suppose this is what this is, and stuff like that. And so, like, the little interactions I would have with Mia and Dutch would try to reflect that as much as possible. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed performing to an audience. That was fun. That was nice. I enjoyed working with all of my classmates. I enjoyed both professors, Professor Johnson, Professor Bellamy. I learned a lot over the course of the semester, and yeah, that's about it.